shall we? Hmm. Well, what have we here? We got sleeping kitties, I think. Huh. Well then, hello there, good people. Hi, Jason here, Green Country Agriculture. Hmm. I tell you what, it is mighty chilly out there tonight. Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Taking precautions here. It's a cold night out. It's a very cold night out. It's the coldest night of the year. Typically, we get our cold weather here about the middle of February. And some years it lasts longer, and some years it doesn't last very long. This year it looks like it's probably just going to be one really cold night. It's getting down to 3 degrees Fahrenheit tonight, -16 Celsius. I heard from one of our friends up there in Alberta that they're experiencing -17 right now. So so tonight Oklahoma is going to be about like Canada for temperature. So because it's going to be about like Canada for temperature, I decided to wear my free Canada t-shirt. Not t-shirt, what is it? A sweatshirt. That's right. Oi, and I'm gonna put some toe warmers on my feet real quick here before we get started, so that keep my feet warm. I hope everybody else out there is staying nice and warm. Oh my goodness, there, that'll be good. Oh, they're starting to work already. That will be good. Come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, all right. I think, yeah, everybody's still over there. Everybody's still over at Green Greg's watching his premiere right now, I believe. That's that's what happens. Sometimes when we schedule things to go down at exactly the same time. Mary says 8:38 p.m. Yeah, well, okay. Hmm. So Greg's doing a premiere right now over there in Green Greg's. I think it's Green. Is it Green Greg's or Galactic Greg's? Sorry, on Galactic Greg's. Yeah, about beating China to the moon. Well, that sounds fun. But meanwhile, back on Earth, we're gonna get through the night. Brian said, I don't think China would space cannon things to Earth. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard. Um, Mainly because if you lose so much mass in reentry. Ideally, I think what we want to do is get up there, set up so we can catch material maybe from the asteroid belt on the backside of the moon, refine that in low G on the moon, and make that as a staging point for further exploration. But getting things up from Earth to the moon costs a lot of money. Maybe cheaper to get things from orbit down to Earth, but it's still a process, right? You have to take precautions to make sure your payload doesn't get damaged on the way down to the ground. And anyway, so let's get started. Oh my gosh. Whenever I did this post and set up this morning, I wasn't sure because it was still pretty cold. It was pretty cold then. I hadn't got the stove uh, lit up. Well, I mean, it was lit, but it was just kind of in embers. And it was cold, and the room wasn't warmed up yet. I was thinking, wow, if it's this chilly come nightfall, I don't know if I'm going to be able to start. I don't know if I'm going to be able to start seeds or not. But I think we're going to be able to do it. By golly, I've got seeds here, a whole bunch of them. Let's see what we got. This is from Seeds of Time. I have a few different things from a few different people. You know, We have some Seminole pumpkin. Yay. Broccoli, quinoa, Seminole pumpkin. Okay. All right. This is getting planted later. Seminole pumpkin is not getting planted right now. We're gonna wait a little bit before I start these. We'll probably start these indoors next month. I'll put these to the side. I've got something here called an ivy gourd. Ivy gourd is really for zone 8, but maybe if I start them indoors, I'm going to try a couple. If I can start them indoors, then maybe we can get them to grow here in Oklahoma. All right, what else do we have here? Yard long bean can wait, and I can direct sow that later. Super sweet 100 cherry tomato. Okay, we're going to plant some of these. Loofah seeds, another gourd. These ones, I think we're going to wait and plant. We'll get these started in about another month indoors and then transplant outside. These I got from uh, David the Good's daughter Daisy off her Etsy shop because it's a loofah. By golly, and gourds are good. Be 3 different types of gourds we're growing. We have the bottled gourd, we've got loofahs, and the ivy gourd if I can grow it. Ivy gourd is kind of like a sweet gourd. It's a fruit, not just a vegetable. All right, and I've got Papaver somniferum. Oh, wow, poppy seeds. It's legal to grow these. It's just not legal to use these medicinally. Um, I think I'll direct sow those as well. I think. All right, so all I'm going to plant tonight is super sweet cherry tomato, maybe a couple ivy gourd. I think I'll try to plant 2 of these. I've got 10-20 tray. I've got 22 3-inch Jiffy pots. Ta-da! I know. Sorry. I was wondering if it was going to run together just a little bit. I put the time at 8:35, so hopefully that gave us a little bit of a cushion. A little bit of a cushion. All right. So it's like doing the old cups and balls routine, right? Let's see. We got we got I've got 3 cups here. Oh, I got 3 cups. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 3 cups. 3 cups. 3 cups. Got a pack of seeds on top of this cup. Take this cup, put it on top pack of seeds right there. Cover it up like so. Move this over here, and over here. I'm gonna lift this up over here. Now, where's the pack of seeds? It's in my lap, of course. All right. Thank you very much, Katie. My cheesy magic tricks. All right. Of course, these guys are wonderful. If you're in the mood to get your plants started, but you don't want to worry about transplant shock, you just get them started in these. Score the outside of the pot whenever you go to go plant them out, and just plant the entire pot. All right. Aside from all that good stuff, we had to prepare a bucket full of moistened peat moss ahead of time. About this time, the cats are sitting over here going, "Hey, we're nice and cozy over here." Hi, Bill. How are you doing? Hi, Betty. You guys know that you're on my table, all right? They are just giving me the ugliest looks, guys. I need to use this. I need to use this space. I hope you don't mind. Here. Hi, Freddie. Hi. Isn't she cute? Look at this, okay. Oh, isn't she cute? Off you go. Oh no, off you go. Oh, oh. you go. All right, drill. Sorry, hate to disturb. Oh, this is gonna be one of those. Down you go. No, 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 I need it. All right, here. Hey, here. Let's take this jacket. You're used to being on it. Here, come over here. Boy, come here, Patty. Pardon me, sweet. There you go. Herding cats. Just a minute. Hi, Bill. How you doing? Boy, come with me. Hi. Oh, I'll tell you what. He's so handsome. There you go, guys. Okay. Now we can do it properly. Oh, ah. Vicky saying, unfortunately, I can't envision some people bombarding from orbit or the moon and laugh. Yeah, well, there are those people. So, before we got started, I took the opportunity to fill up this bucket full of peat moss, and then I took a great big old, that's a 3 gallon kettle, filled it up full of water, put it on the stove, got the water hot up to the point of boiling, and then poured it out into our peat moss to hydrate the peat moss and also to kill off any fungus gnats that might be inhabiting it. So this is just peat moss that's been moistened with scalding hot water. I know. This is the exciting stuff, right? So now all I gotta do is squeeze the excess moisture out of that and put it into the pot. Brian is eating fried chicken expired with shrimp cocktail sauce. Living dangerously in Minnesota. All right. I should have thought about this before I got started. I'm going to have to grab a paper towel and dry my hand off or something. It's going to be all messy. Oh, but this is the fun part. You get to play in the dirt, right? Dirt, potting soil. Vicky is asking if I'm using straight peat moss. I am. I'm being a horrible, horrible, nasty person and using straight peat moss. Not a bit of vermiculite or anything. Tell the gardening police, okay? There's no nutrients in this. It's completely sterile. Which of course means that you have to feed your plants after they germinate and put on their first leaf. Um, Use some kind of a foliar feed or maybe like a 3% nitrogen liquid feed after your plants put on the first true leaves. Seed's got everything it needs to get germinated and get started, but after that, it needs a little bit. And if you're just using peat moss or a mixture of peat moss and perlite or the like, there aren't any nutrients in it. So all we're really doing is getting the plant started. There's a T-shirt that says you're never too old to play in the dirt. Oh, that sounds like me. So one of the advantages to starting with, say, the 3-inch pot instead of the smaller ones is, well, let's see. I can put 6 rows, 3 pots, and we're 4 left over into a 10-20 tray. They fit all nice and neat, and I can get them started in these pots and not have to up pot the way I'd have to with maybe one of those little tiny multi-cell starter trays. You know the ones we're talking about, right? They got like 32, 64 little tiny cells. They're all just big enough to get your seedling started, and then you've got to get it out of there into something larger. Well, you're going to start with something larger. Okay. Woo-hoo. I've actually got a lot more than I need here. I may have overdone things with that. All right, I got 3 more to fill here. Oh my goodness. I checked in on the cuttings earlier today. No, I did. I did some flowering quince cuttings 2 weeks ago. We did 24 cuttings of flowering quince, and I had another 24 cuttings of mulberry that I started previously. I checked up on it, and currently our success rate between the mulberry and the quince, I think it was 16 to 1 and 16 to 1, 17 the other, 16 to 1 and 16 to 1 and 19 the other. No, okay, it was 15 to 1 and 17 the other, what it was. So on the average, it was like 16 each, or 32 out of 48 cuttings started. Which is not bad. That's about a 65% success rate. Oi, oh my, okay, I can't sit down yet. Oops. I've got, I've got, I've got, I've got a spill on my chair. Give me one moment here. Um, I gotta take care of my messy hands. I should have grabbed some paper towel. Okay, there we go. All right. So cuttings, dormant wood, mulberry, and flowering quince. So far, we're looking at about 65% success rate. Taking the cuttings and dormant wood, a little bit of a scratch plus a little bit of rooting hormone, keeping them warm with just a little bit of indirect light. That's not too bad. Some of the mulberries are trying to flower. Something I didn't anticipate. I probably should have. I took them off of branch ends from a mature female mulberry tree. So I guess I probably should have expected them to try to flower, but they're trying to flower, which means that these little mulberry trees from the time you get them, they might be shot from first season, but second season on, they should be producing fruit for you. Um, I think I need maybe 2 or 3 out of this batch. and the rest of them will go up for sale. So I'm making trees, guys. Yay. Mm. Oh my goodness. That took me off guard. This is not coffee and it's not tea. This is this is like a hibiscus tea. I'd forgotten what I had for refreshments here. I'd forgotten what my refreshments were. All right, so I've got our, all right, there we go. This is easy. All right, so we're going to start these guys here. This is a super sweet 100 cherry tomatoes. I hope I have enough. I think I got enough. There's something in here that's not a cherry tomato seed. I think that's a cayenne pepper seed that somehow snuck in there. What do you think? Should I plant some cayenne peppers too? Yes, I could. All right, let's see if we can get close up there. Those are the seeds that we saved. Saving tomato seeds is pretty simple. All you got to do is take a small container, like you know, take your teacup or whatever, uh, or use soda bottles, fine too. Take your seeds out of the tomato whenever you get them. Put them in the container. Put a little bit of water in there. Cover it up. Set it over to the side and let it sit for a few days. Let it ferment. When it starts to ferment, it breaks down the little gel that's on the outside of the seed. Whenever the gel on the outside of the seed breaks down, you can remove that by blotting them off on your paper towel, then drying them, and they'll be just like that. And you put them away in a nice paper container, and they'll keep all the way through until spring, or until you're ready to plant them. All right. The gel that's on the outside of tomato seeds is there to prevent them from accidentally germinating. If your tomato seeds accidentally germinate at the end of the season and start a plant, then winter comes, kills off the tomato plant. The tomato didn't successfully reproduce. So that gel is a germination retardant. Most of the time, whenever you just take them and put them on a paper towel and let them dry, by the time spring comes around, all of that retardant has already managed to decompose. You don't have to worry. But there is a possibility that some of them may still remain. So the easiest way to make sure that isn't there, ferment the seeds, remove the gel, and there won't be any of it. Anyway, okay, let me see. Deep Fisk. Oh my goodness. Boy. What do I want to poke holes in the dirt with? See, I can make came completely unprepared. Usually I've got a chopstick sitting around here or something, but we've been cleaning the house and now all of my little handy tools that are flying within arm's reach have been conveniently removed. Hey, I've got an idea. About Q-tip. All right. Yeah, poke a little hole, about a quarter-inch deep. So exciting. Lupus was considered a delicacy for Christmas in Vicky's mother's family. Oh my. I saw that movie. Isn't it called How to Train Your Dragon? All right. I'm pretty confident on the viability of these seeds, so I'm only going to drop about two per hole, and then whenever they come up, if I get more than one plant, I'll just send them out. So at this rate, that's going to be 6 cherry tomato plants, 7, 8, oh, let's see, 9. Is 9 enough? Do one more. One more. 9. Okay. So then I just cover these up, make a little gap here. Okay. Cover them up and firm them down a little bit. There we go. Now just got to keep them moist and keep the temperature at above about 60 degrees or so. And here in a few days, about anywhere from a week to 10 days, they should germinate. All right. So let me put a T on there for tomato on each one of these. Hey, I think I'm going to do one more. What do you think? Have 10? So kind of like 10 different zones, 10 different little areas around the yard. Yeah, we'll make one more. So I can just have like one little cherry tomato plant for each one of those little zones around the yard. So spread them out, right? Yeah, one here, one there, one here, one there. Everywhere. Okay. Oh, okay. 10 different cherry tomato plants. Give me just a second here. Right here, a little creaking noise coming up behind me. Yeah. Yeah, it's getting a little warm back there. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. Got the little. Chewie says, Power Blade just shut off his computer. Oh no. It's horrifying. Yeah, so I just got the fan turned on our wood stove over there. As much as I have to run it right now, I could have it just running, putting out a little bit of heat, but I've got it cranked up, which means that that little creaking noise is the sound of the water I have on the top getting ready to start boiling. Well, that's pretty hot, so I wanted to get that air circulating around the room so we can benefit from it. Well, I can benefit, the animals can benefit from the warmth because I don't need boiled water. I need the room warm. That's what I need. Hmm. Alrighty. So there's tomatoes. Now, ivy gourds, we're going to mark these with a G, I think. Oh my goodness, I have so many tomato seeds left. This is just from a couple tomatoes that we saved last year. Saved seeds from, so plenty of seeds. All right. That should get me on tomatoes. All right, so ivy gourd. Ivy gourd is, well, it's a gourd. But whenever they're mature, they produce little fruits that are about yay big, and they turn red, and they're sweet. So give these a shot. I'd love to have another type of gourd in the garden. If they grow, great. If they don't grow, oh well. This is the second year I've tried them, so the seeds are already a little old. I'm going to go ahead and put in probably about 3 or 4 for each one of these. Give me a second here. I'm going to go ahead and mark these up. How many do I have? I've got 6. I've got 6 more. I'm going to try to get 6 of these started. Fine. Okay. Big old G. The G for gourds. So we're in zone 7. Ivy gourds, either a zone 8 or zone 9 annually. But we do get 200 frost-free days here. So if I can get it started, then I still have a pretty good chance of seeing a fruit out of it if I can get them started. So I'm going to go ahead and do about, I don't know, 3, maybe even 4 seeds for each one of those. Or you don't know what the viability of your seeds are, plant extra seeds. Plant extras. All right. 4. 4 ivy boards is actually enough. If I can get them to grow, they'll grow. If they don't, well, let's just try 4. Through the way. But Jason, you already marked those other pots as a G. That's for gourd, right? We'll make them loofah gourds. It's an LG, not a problem. And we'll go about half an inch. Loofah. These are from Good Gardens. Daisy the Good, her little Etsy store. I share the link, but I don't happen to have it with me at the moment. Julie's got purple cabbage, cucumber, and pepper seedlings coming out. Vicky says, North Central Arkansas, several inches of snow on the ground, temperature should be below freezing, and another blast coming next week. Oh, you're getting another bite of the apple, huh? We're we're headed back up into the 70s next week here in Oklahoma. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. All right, here we go. Oh, these are nice looking. Yeah, there's some lupa seeds that the good family sent us. These look like they're in pretty good shape. I think I'm going to just do two each. I'm going to do two each now. There's a thing you can do with gourds and pumpkins and curcubits whenever you're starting them. If they have a hard time starting, you can put a little nick in that seed coat out there. And the easiest thing that I found to do it with is just grab your fingernail clipper or toenail clipper. And then you can just come here to the very edge of the seed coat. You don't want to go deep into it, just the very edge. And you make the edge. There you go. And sometimes you just break off an entire piece of the seed coat. There, you see a little, how you have a little ragged bit. Well, that's just the seed coat, right? So we broke a hole in the seed coat. Moisture can now get in. Seed can germinate. And it really is just the very edge that you want to get. Go any further than that, you can damage the seed inside. You don't want to damage the seed inside. You just don't want the seed to have to struggle to break the seed coat. So again, just a little nick through the seed coat at the very end. Okay. And I think these are going to go, yeah, full half-inch deep. A full half, not a quarter, a half. There you go. Just a little nick, just enough to allow water to get in. Moisture gets in, and the seed says, "Oh, spring! It must be spring. Let me get out of here." There we go. All right. Follow boards, I already know I can direct it. I can direct sow those outside, and they'll take off like champs. I've probably got some. I've probably got some out there that have started themselves. There we go. And just like that, we are done with one tray. We got 10 of the Super Sweet 100 cherry tomatoes. We've got 4 of the Ivy gourds, and 3 Lupa gourds. That's it. That's all I'm doing right now. I know. I'm so lazy. Just doing one tray. Ah, well, to be fair, I have to go and clean off the space for that tray. in my in my spare room, I have to go find a space where the sunlight's shining down on that one spot and set it up so they can get started. Ah, I really do need a greenhouse, I think. Hmm. Vicky's saying, come August, we may be longing for the cold. Maybe nothing. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to it. We're going, oh my goodness, I can't wait. I can't wait until I'm just complaining about having to get up and get a fire going. Yeah, that's the that's the thing about August, huh? All right. Julie's saying this year I'm placing some of my seeds in water before they go into the soil in the peat cups. higher germination rate so far with tomatoes and peppers. Yeah, if they don't take up enough of water to germinate, then they don't germinate. Um, and then of course to keep your starting mix too moist, you encourage things like mold and mildew, right? So giving them a little extra time ahead of time to soak before you transfer them into the soil, more water into the seed, but doesn't allow the entire mix to get moldy. Otherwise, you just have to find water. Well, Guardian Prepping is here in the house. Sorry, I didn't see it earlier. All right. Brian was talking about seed starts. He's up in Minnesota. Says best strategy here is to get the starts. Saves on time unless you're growing fields of them. Well, yeah. Also, if you're wanting to supply your house's need for tomatoes, and tomatoes are $5 or $6 a starting plant, um, and you're going to get a dozen tomatoes off of each, that means 50 cents a tomato plus your time and effort spent growing them, and you're going to have a dozen plants. I don't know. About that time, I think starting them from seed is going to be my way to go. But it all depends. If it's going to save you money and time in the long run, do it. If it's not, then don't. A lot of folks just grab a couple plants from the garden center as an afterthought. And like, hey, I think I'd like to have this plant over here. Or what I like to do is I'll try to remember to start them. I'll start some, and then later on as the season's going and I notice I've got a hole here or a hole there, and the guys at the garden center are putting 50% off on their plants because they didn't sell them all at the beginning of the season. I'll snag those, and that's time to fill in my hole. Like here, they're 99 cents a plant. Yay! 99 cents a plant I can work with. 99 cents a plant gives me a pot that I can use to start my own next year. Man, yeah. How much are they going to cost? More? I imagine they're going to be more. Um, so let me go ahead and do a real quick search here. Bonnie Plants. That's the company that supplies the box store nearby us. Tomatoes. See how much they're running for. This is Bonnie Plants, the official stuff. Let's take a look. Better Boy Tomato. There you go. 2 pack. So 2 starts of the Better Boy Tomato, which you can always breed yourself. That's how Grandpa did it. That 2 pack of those, that's 2 plants started. $17.99. I bet you're paying for shipping too. Oh, it says free shipping on orders over $50. Okay. So not hard to get over $50 at this rate. That's 2 tomato plants for $18. That's $9 per plant. $9. I wonder how big the plants are. They say the pot volume is 19.3 fluid ounces. 19.3. 32 is a quart. So this is 2 pints. These are 2 pint tomatoes at $9 a piece. That's what you're paying for tomato starts. $9 for 2 pints. Of course, the box store is going to buy a whole bunch in bulk, so they're going to get a better price than that for their tomatoes, and they may be able to pass some of that bulk savings on to you. So at the box store, somewhere between 6 and 8, I think. Yeah, On Garden Center, it's got to be less expensive because they're gonna have just an entire truckload of it. So probably somewhere between 6 and 8 for a 2 pint plant this year. I don't think you're gonna see $5 for the 2 pint plants anymore. I don't think so. I think those days are over. So we, fix what's wrong with the currency or something. If that can be done. Hi, Betty. How are you doing? What are you doing? Are you interested in what's going on there? She's always very interested. Yeah. Oh, hello. Would you like to say hello to the good people? Say hi to the good people. Say hi, people. Say hi, people. Say hi. Look, right up there. Hey, there, there, there. Look up the lights up there. Oh yeah, at 250 a plant, 99 cents a plant. Well, they'll still drop down to an inexpensive price per plant at the box store after they sell out their initial inventory, whatever surplus is left over, and there's usually some left over. Those will drop. Whenever you get them, you'll just have to take them, bust them out, and take your box knife and cut through there at the roots to break everything up because they will be root bound. And then after you've broken the roots up, and then they're waterman good, and they'll be fine. They'll be fine. And hmm. Betty, what you up to? What you up to, Betty? Betty, are you okay? Are you okay, Betty? Oh my goodness. Well, it's not too bad. I'm not surprised. I thought it was going to be a lot. I thought it was going to be a lot colder. Okay. I guess we're lucky. It's still out there. It's not windy. If it was windy, we'd be in trouble. This particular tote, it's not just a table. It contains it contains these. Oh my goodness. No, but you don't want to get in there. It contains these guys. This is a this is a Canna indica purpurea. This crazy little thing. Yeah, packed away there. At this particular point, we could take these shoots and clip them off, wash them up, and saute them if you wanted to have some stir fry in the middle of the winter. But this is one of the roots that we lifted, brought inside for the winter. We have these for sale, as Mary would like for me to point out, in packs. I think two, is it 2 packs or 4 pack? I don't recall. Have a look at the. I know it's horrible. I don't even know what my own inventory is. Have a look at greencountryagriforestry.com. We have these for sale. Canna indica purpurea. Oh my goodness. Get that relatched. I've discovered that they're great for planting alongside the the uh, the drip line of your pecan trees, and then you put your gourds or your vine plants planted next to those. And then as the season goes on, the canna shoots up to about 8, 9 foot or so. The gourd goes up the canna where it intersects the pecan, the leaves or the limbs of the pecan tree, which droop down. towards the edge of the drip line. And then yeah, they're ready to be planted. They're sticky. They're so ready to be planted. And then it goes zip, off up into the tree. And by the time your bottle gourds are done, and hopefully ivy gourds will work the same way for us. I know bottle gourds will do this. I'm going to experiment with some of the other ones. But the vines are strong enough that at the end of the season, whenever you want to get the nuts out of your pecan tree, all you have to do is grab the vine for the gourd that you coaxed to grow up into the tree and just yank on the vine. and, and don't yank it all the way so that the vine comes out of the tree. Yank it so that it shakes the limb and knocks the nuts out. Once the nuts are all out, you pull the vine the rest of the way out of the tree. But that way you have a way you can shake your tree, get the nuts out without having to shake the trunk of the tree. You don't have to get a big machine to shake the trunk of the tree like the commercial orchard does, because you've got a way to use nature to help you do the work. Okay. Yeah, those cannas are those cannas are desperate to be planted. Desperate, desperate to be planted. They don't know what to do. In a second, agriculture home shop. Let me see here. Um, Wait, I don't think I have them up for sale at all. That's weird. Should. I better go check on that. I see I have silver maple trees for sale. Bare root trees, 3 foot, $14.99. We've got Egyptian walking onion, $14.99 for I don't know how many of those. Pack of 12 plants. It might be better if I updated this so that the fact that it's a pack of 12 plants would be kind of more up there at the front of your attention whenever you realize that it's $14.99 for 12 plants. Otherwise, people might be thinking $14.99 for one plant. That's insane. No, it's $14.99 for 7. See, we've got Robinia pseudoacacia between 2 to 3 foot bare root tree. I think I have some that are full 3 foot. I can dig out for you too. $14.99 for those. We've got free bottle gourds. We've got bottle gourd seeds, 24 seeds, 4 grams, $3.99. Those are great. Let's see. Currently out of stock because they're fully dormant at the moment. Hemorrhagellus fulva, um, which is our daylilies. Ooh, we got red beds for sale. I think we have 3 of those that are ready to ship out. 3 foot bare tree, $14.99. Of course, we still have big horse potted corn, but I don't see the cannon. That's that's weird. I thought I had put these up for sale in the store. Did I plan on doing it and then get distracted and not do it? Oh, tell you what, that is a horrible way. That's a horrible way to run a business. Um, Sale, order. Okay. Last order's already been fulfilled. That was for that guy that ordered a bunch of corn. Catalog products. There you go. They are just not. Nope, they're not in there. Apparently, I did not update and put the cameras in there. That's that's no good. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so apparently, I need to add my canna lilies to the website. I'll have those on by tomorrow. Betty, sorry about that. Yeah, I think the plan was to have either 2 or 3 for 15. It may be 3 or even 4 for 15. I don't know. I'll take a look and see what they're going for everywhere else, and then make it a competitive price. Yay. Uh, Hardneck Farms is saying what website? Oh, sorry. GreenCountryAgroforestry.com. That's that website. You can put it in. It's, copy and paste. It's right there. With a lovely picture right there on the splash page of a bunch of colored yarrow, which we don't actually grow. All of our yarrow is actually the plain old white stuff. I tried growing that brightly colored yarrow, the yellow apple and the pink and the cinnamon red and all of that. And yeah, they weren't real. They're pretty, but they're not anywhere near as vigorous and hardy as the plain old native white yarrow. And because I was more interested in having plants that succeed and live, eventually, whenever these ones died out, I said, you know what, we're not going to replace them. We'll replace them with other things that are pretty and colorful that want to grow them. So, there's the address for the website. Of course, we have a blog there. I have a blog there. Or occasionally write about stuff. Sometimes I write about stuff before I talk about stuff on a live stream. But I want to prevent myself from getting distracted and losing my place because I have a tendency to ramble and forget where I was. Um, I don't usually do seed starting videos because they're fairly common. I mean, you can watch seed starting videos anyway. I mean, seed starting is not, it's not hard. It's not hard to start seeds, guys. You can even do something like this. You got a used container. It used to have dates in it. Dates are wonderful, by the way. About, about 10 dates is equivalent to a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. Oh, I do plan on having a pond ready this year. I don't know if I'm going to actually follow through with my plan to have the pond ready, but I do plan to have the pond ready. Hmm. All right. So you got your container. You used to have dates in it. Well, it's a fairly deep container actually. Um, you can you can do fun stuff with this. You could poke holes in the bottom of it, use the lid, fill it most of the way with potting mix, put your soil in there, and mist your potting mix. Close that up and let your seeds germinate in there. That's one thing. Or you could use it, turn it upside down, remove the lid, and use this as a humidity dome to trap moisture under your seedling. All different kinds of things you can do with used plastic stuff. Vicky says when the pond is ready, the plants will be too. Yeah. Now the pond I'm going to be working on this year is the duck pond. I don't know. No, probably not. We probably don't want to stock it with watercress because the ducks will just destroy it. They'll gobble it down. Probably. I don't know. I haven't seen what they do when they're being covered watercress. I suspect though. Anyway, the one I'm working on this year is I think it's 1,200 gallons, something in that vicinity. Um, it's a pretty big pond. stock tank is what it is. Huge 8 foot wide stock tank that we brought back from Atwoods. We strapped it to the back of the pickup truck and just slowly drove back from the Atwoods. 8 foot wide stock tank strapped to the back of the pickup truck, sticking out the sides just a little bit, hanging off the back just a little bit. About halfway home, it shifted. And we had to pull over, realign it, strap it back down. Took the rest of the way in, got it to the backyard. But now we've got a rather large stock tank that can half submerge or half bury in the ground and set it up with a pipe coming up above grade so that whenever it's filled to the top, we can open up the valve and it'll flush the sludge off the bottom. And I won't have to siphon it to clean it. It's kind of a big deal. We need to have something big so that the ducks can go out there and do ducky stuff, especially once you get a drake. Because having a drake is important if you're going to have baby ducks. And I think I would like to have baby ducks because ducks are getting expensive. You can order them up like we did from Metzer. Metzer Farms has uh, locations apparently now in Tennessee as well as in California, so they will ship from wherever is closest to you. But ducks are expensive. Poultry is expensive. I think these were like a 12, $14. No, they were $14 when we got them the first time. They're more now. That's each. We got 10, so like 140. Yeah, they're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. But whenever eggs are pushing 50 cents an egg in the supermarket, knowing that you've got your own supply just out there in the backyard is it's quite a relief. I think Mary's already gone on to bed. She's been snacking on duck eggs off and on throughout the week. Whenever she comes home, she resupplies, and then she's got eggs with her out there on the road. Hmm. Well, that is the last of my hibiscus tea, guys. We got our tomato plant started. It's starting to feel a little bit nippy. I'm going to go take care of the fire. Get it stocked up or get it stoked up. Sorry, not stocked up. Get it stoked up and ready for tonight. Uh, Last night of the super cold weather, and hopefully spring is headed back to green country pretty soon. Hey, that's all I got for you tonight. Hopefully, that was a little bit about. If you did, you know what to do. I will catch you next time. So then, up there, keep growing. And yes, absolutely. Watch out for your livestock. People may try to steal your ducks, chickens, cattle, goats, etc. Crazy times out there. Crazy times. All right. Good night, everybody. I will catch you next time.